A whole new season of the Toyo Tyres Motorsport UK British Rallycross Championship kicks off here at Silverstone this weekend, and once again the defending champion is missing from the grid, and that leaves the way clear for another new name to be the champion come the end of 2019. Julian Godfrey, 5 times a champion already, starts as the favourite, but this weekend at Silverstone a former Irish champion, Derek Tohill, is on the grid, and if he commits to a full season he could be a major thorn in Godfrey's side. It's a circuit that lends itself to close racing and great action, and here's a taste of what's in store.
Julian Godfrey, your 9th commitment to the British Rallycross Championship in Supercar. You've won the championship 5 times, back with the Mirage here at Silverstone. What are your expectations for this season and today?
Again, want to try and get another title. Been the Mirage for this weekend, but maybe back into the Fiesta for Lyddon, and but see what we can come up with.
Derek Tohill, welcome back to the British Rallycross Championship. It's been a while. What are your expectations for your return?
Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the championship. Looks like an interesting championship, seems to be well organised, and looking forward to a track that I've only tried on dirt rally during the week, so just done a couple of laps of practice and it seems pretty similar to the game, so game on.
Ollie, you were quite confident after practice this morning that things were going okay, but seemingly you found out otherwise.
Yeah, we were very happy after practice. We felt really good. It was a reasonably quick practice and I had so much more to give, and we had a little rattle come into the engine and I discovered the crank was broken. So there's paid an end to our day.
It's been a day of drama for the supercars. 2 groups for Q1. Derek Tohill, racing at Silverstone for the first time, won the first race of the supercar season, being chased by Steve Hill. But the time wasn't quite quick enough to fend off Julian Godfrey out of the second race. He had to try to beat Pat Duran, Mike Manning and Steve Mundy. He did that, and he also set the fastest time in Q1. In Q2, Godfrey took on Tohill. They were side by side down towards the first corner, but it was Godfrey that made the better line through the right-hander and then tried to build the advantage over the chasing Irishman. Tohill threw everything at it, but there was just no stopping Godfrey. What about Q3? Same story, Godfrey versus Tohill, and it was Godfrey that was at turn 1 ahead, and there he stayed. They both slivered off the road together on the Joker lap though, but even so, Godfrey was able to keep Tohill at bay. Steve Hill also sliding wide late race. It means that after the 3 qualifying runs, Julian Godfrey tops qualifying from Derek Tohill and then Steve Hill. Pat Duran 4th, Steve Mundy 5th, and then it's Liam Manning. The final of round 1 of the Motorsport UK British Rallycross Championship is set to blast into life. Julian Godfrey is on pole position, Derek Tohill alongside him, and Steve Hill completes row 1. It's Pat Duran and Steve Mundy on row 2. It is Liam and Mike Manning on row 3. The Toyo Tyres Motorsport UK British Rallycross Championship final is go! Can Derek Tohill get ahead of Julian Godfrey? The answer is no! Godfrey on the inside line just gets his nose in front. Tohill brakes as late as he dares, locks up, scrabbles through the corner, looks for the undercut, can't do it. Godfrey is ahead as they head up towards turn 2. Is that game over? Can Derek Tohill do anything now to unsettle Julian Godfrey and find a way past him? It is not going to be easy. Over the jump they come. The Mitsubishi it is that has the advantage, but Derek Tohill will be oh so determined to make the trip from Southern Ireland a worthwhile one and go away with maximum points if he can. But right now Julian Godfrey, the 5 times British champion, has got the answer to him. Pat Duran versus Steve Hill for the last podium place here. They are together as they work their way now through the normal lap. For the Joker goes Steve Mundy. There are the leaders. Godfrey it is just ahead at the moment. Super national champion, 5 times a British champion from the supercar class, and he's got Derek Tohill, another very accomplished driver, chasing after him. They both started off in stock hatch where they raced against one another. They're carrying on the rivalry into supercars. There is Julian Godfrey coming over the jump down towards turn 5. Steve Hill just dropping off the back a little bit of Pat Duran. Julian Godfrey here in the Mitsubishi Mirage down towards the right-hander at turn 7. Despite that amazing accident at Croft last year, he was still in contention to win the championship last season. Didn't quite happen for him, but Julian Godfrey certainly came on strong in the second half of last year, and he's looking very strong indeed to kick off 2019. There is Derek Tohill out of turn 1. This is his view. Grabs a gear, stand on the brakes through the right and left sequence that takes you onto the loose and then up towards the jump. Too much air here, you land late, you run out of time to get the car slowed down and then turn in. But Derek Tohill, even though he's giving away track knowledge to Godfrey, is acquitting himself very well indeed. The car's turning their way from turn 7, and there Pat Duran is coming under renewed attack from Steve Hill. Reliability used to be the drama for the Mitsubishi. That seems to have been ironed out, and year after year Steve Hill gets more and more competitive in that car. He's certainly overdue a win. He's very well deserving of a win, but it ain't going to be today because Godfrey and Tohill are up front, and it looks as though the gap is widening between them as Steve Hill challenges for third place there. Sideways out of turn 3, up through the gears, heading towards the jump now. That's Pat Duran with the Citroën C4. Car that Nathan Heathcote took to the title. It's a very well used car, but it's competitive still and it's reliable, and it is doing Pat Duran very proud indeed because he's still there in third place and looking as though that last podium spot will be his. Steve Hill goes for the Joker. That gets him out of the traffic, so can he therefore get ahead of Duran when the multiple British champion Joker's late race? The dust is kicked up by the sideways Mitsubishi as back to tarmac comes Steve Hill. There is Pat Duran turning his way right through turn 2, but Julian Godfrey is getting away from Derek Tohill. The gap is building between them. Derek not being able to stay with him. Now there is Mike Manning. He had mechanical dramas early on in the day, but all is good now. Mike will do some British rounds, but it's the European Championship that he's got his eye on. The European Championship comes to Silverstone alongside the World in late May. Godfrey goes for the Joker, Derek Tohill does not. That therefore should give him the lead on the track. Yes, it does. So now Derek Tohill has got to push like crazy to try to build the lead. He will Joker at the end of the last lap. There is Mike Manning. Son Liam in the Subaru, Mike in the Fiesta. Race leader Derek Tohill, but he's ahead for the moment because of the Joker lap, and Julian Godfrey slides a little bit deep out of turn 2. Will that compromise him? Let's see. Duran versus Hill still for third place. They come through across the loose, and there is Derek Tohill sawing away at the wheel. The Irishman with the Irish tricolour proudly displayed on the front of the car comes out of turn 7. He's ahead of Julian Godfrey, but I don't think he's ahead by enough. Derek Tohill goes for the Joker. This is the fight for third place. Duran versus Hill. Pat Duran goes defensive, and Julian Godfrey takes back the race lead and wins round 1 of the Toyo Tyres Motorsport UK British Rallycross Championship from Derek Tohill in second place, and third will go the way of Pat Duran. He fends off Steve Hill on the run up towards the checkered flag. Great battle between the two of them, and it is Duran just from Hill, with 5th going the way of Mike Manning. So Julian Godfrey by 2.5 seconds wins round 1 from Derek Tohill, and Pat Duran, the third driver on the podium.
Familiar position for you to be in, but a fantastic win for the first round of the British Rallycross Championship.
Yeah, it's been a good event this weekend. Won all the qualifying heats and the final. No, got getting a really good start in the final. No, it all went perfect, no mistakes, and the track was nice to drive today. No, very happy with it.
Derek, I know before the final you were hoping to score a victory here round 1 of the British Rallycross Championship, but you pushed Julian hard all day, and you must be pretty pleased with second position.
Yeah, look, Julian drove very well. He had us off the line all day, and gave it everything I had. Tried to keep him honest. Hoped he'd maybe make a mistake, but Julian, I think, is 5 times British champion, so he tends not to make too many mistakes. But well, we were there, ready to pants if he did, and enjoyed our first run around the track. So hats off to Julian. Drove great all day, and yeah, we'll try and reverse it next time out.
Julian Godfrey leaves Silverstone as the championship leader, just like last year. Derek Tohill is the nearest opposition with Pat Duran third, Steve Hill 4th ahead of Mike Manning, and then Steve Mundy. Junior Rallycross is another hugely competitive category. And here at Silverstone for the opening round, we're getting ready for the final. Within the Motorsport UK Junior Rallycross Championship, Luke Constantine tops, qualifying for Robert Vittols and Patrick O'Donovan. Luke Constantine then on pole position for this 6-lap final. With him at the front of the grid, Robert Vittols, and then it is Patrick O'Donovan lining up alongside the Latvian in the middle of the front row. James Constantine, Luke's cousin, is on row 2 with Alfie Porter. Then it's Ben Sayer, Archie Thomas and Tom Ovenden at the back of the grid as we go racing. The Suzuki Swift blast away. The red car of Robert Vittols makes the best start then on the run down towards turn 1. 1300cc cars for everybody, relatively underpowered, but it's a great training ground for the young drivers. And it's the 16-year-old Latvian, Robert Vittols, then who leads the way with Patrick O'Donovan up into second place. O'Donovan almost into the back of Vittols there as they come across the loose for the first time. O'Donovan it is that runs second. And then Luke Constantine, the man that started on pole position, has dropped back into third place. He's got some work to do. And Ben Sayer on the outside there, fifth, trying to work his way out from the back row of the grid and going nicely in his second season in the championship. O'Donovan there in the yellow car, joined in halfway through last season, Ollie O'Donovan's son, and he's learnt well. He's raced here before, of course, at the back end of last season, and he's going strongly now. Others go for the Joker lap, so O'Donovan tries to pick up a place, and the Joker is served by Luke Constantine early on. Ben Sayer still on the attack, James Constantine fending him off. But now Robert Vittols then leads the way. Can he break away and preserve the advantage on the Joker lap? Let's see. Ben Sayer still hard at work. And then you've also got in 262 Alfie Porter in the car that Tom Constantine took to win the championship last year. Ben Sayer up on the outside line there, turning down towards turn 5, but he still can't find a way by. On board with Patrick O'Donovan then now as he's back onto the power. So Vittols it is up front as he comes then across the loose, back towards tarmac. The gap between the top two, nothing at all. Tyres squeal as they round turn 1, and O'Donovan then crawling all over the back of the race leader here. Vittols it is, just having the advantage at the moment, but while they're squabbling, they're holding each other up, and that means that Luke Constantine, who jokered early in real terms, is catching back up to them here. Turning their way out of turn 5 now, back onto the power, but O'Donovan looks for a way by as they head across the loose, hard on the brakes into this tight right at turn 7. O'Donovan, who debuted last year, goes for the inside line, elbows up, but he's going to go through and take the race lead away from Robert Vittols. Through he goes. Vittols now goes for the Joker lap, having debuted in the Junior Rallycross UK scene in a BTRDA Clubman's round last year. Vittols now in for the full main British Rallycross Championship season. He's going to lose second as well, look. Luke Constantine, having jokered early on, goes past him. And so Robert Vittols now loses first and second places. It's all unravelling for him. Having led for so long, now he's really on the back foot. Tom Ovenden is hard at play there, looking to get past and succeeding in getting through on Alfie Porter. James Constantine over the jump, and Luke Constantine could be on here for a race win, because if the Joker stagger works in his favour when this man, Patrick O'Donovan, serves it, then Constantine could be in the box seat. James Constantine in second place at the moment has also yet to Joker. And there is Vittols, so he's in 4th on the road. He is right on the tail of Constantine, but can he find a way back past him? Luke Constantine then goes through ahead of cousin James, who has just jokered. That's another place gain. Robert Vittols looks to the inside line, starting the last lap now. So that's Patrick O'Donovan, but has he done enough to maintain the advantage over this man, Luke Constantine, the man that started on pole position? We won't know until we get to the stagger. O'Donovan heads over the jump. He's got to push here. Robert Vittols, in the meantime, is crawling all over the back and perhaps therefore just delaying Luke Constantine a fraction. Vittols has a look to the inside at turn 5. Can he get up alongside? He tries. They lean on each other. O'Donovan is down at turn 7. Out of turn 6, King comes second and third, nose to tail. Ben Sayer, as he has done for much of the race, is crawling all over the back of James Constantine. Here is O'Donovan, he's off the road on the Joker, that's going to cost him time. Now where is Luke Constantine? There he is, he's got the momentum. O'Donovan sorts out his slide, up towards the timing line they come. It's going to be a virtual dead heat and it's Constantine on the line. Luke Constantine it is, who just gets his nose in front to win the Motorsport UK Junior Rallycross Championship final. Second it is Patrick O'Donovan, and third goes to early leader Robert Svitolz. Great action as ever from the juniors here at Silverstone. Confirmation of those results. Luke Constantine it is who wins by 38 thousandths of a second. Patrick O'Donovan the runner-up, Robert Svitolz third, ahead of James Constantine, Ben Sayer and Archie Thomas in sixth. And you take that top six, and that's your championship order after one round. Luke Constantine with a 3-point cushion over Patrick O'Donovan and then Robert Svitolz.
Luke, pole position for the final, a really hard day for you, close racing all day long, and you only just nicked victory right at the line.
Yeah, it was really close. I took the Joker really early because I thought I could try and get some clean air. Once I got my head down, I felt like I was going well, and I only just got it at the end, so yeah, really good.
It was unlucky to lose out just by under a second. It was 0.038, so it was really unlucky, but I feel as if I've come on a lot, and that I've really improved as a driver, and the car feels stronger this year. It's definitely a confidence boost knowing that I know the circuits this time and I know my way around, that I'm not learning it. So I'm really looking forward to Lyden, one of my favourite on the calendar, so really looking forward to it, yeah.
After struggling a little bit in the first 2-3 heats, a little bit adapting with the car and with the truck. It was a great school and great learning today, and we grab really important championship points, so looking forward to Lyden Hill.
The Motorsport UK Super National Rallycross Championship final is good to go, with Tristan Ovenden on pole from Jack Thorne and Paige Bellaby with him on row 1. Then Irishman Peter McGarry shares row 2 with Craig Lomax. And the third row is Jarek Sukovicki, Adam Mills and Paul Johnson's BMW. 6 laps of action is underway. Bad start by Craig Lomax, bad start by Jack Thorne. The Twingo staggers away from the line, and so Tristan Ovenden leads into turn 1, being chased by Peter McGarry. Paige Bellaby goes third then as the cars accelerate now up towards turns 2 and 3 into the chicane. Across the loose they dance. This is Paige Bellaby, hard at work up towards the jump. The lightweight Lotus, always a quick car, lands really nose heavy. Hopefully that won't have done any damage. And Jack Thorne, after that ghastly start, coming back into the mix now. The reigning Super 1600 champion, who's got a European Championship assault as his main agenda this year. The leader is getting away, Tristan Ovenden, but Peter McGarry in second place has got them all stacked up behind him now as Bellaby goes sideways. This is her view. Grabs a gear from loose to tarmac, speed building, then down through the gears, stand on the brakes and turn sharp right. The Lotus gets all sideways, so that means Paige Bellaby is under attack now from Jack Thorne. Jack, briefly a supercar racer the year that Dan Rook was British champion, ran out of budget, has come back, regrouped and goes really well in these machines. And look at that, dives up the inside. Got a lot of air, landed late, had all the momentum, cannons up the inside and goes ahead of Paige Bellaby. Wow! Air traffic control just about gave clearance for Jack Thorne to come into land at the right moment. Through he has gone into third place. Craig Lomax sees Paige Bellaby go for the Joker. He now sets off in pursuit of the other Super 1600 car. Tristan Ovenden then has a happy advantage at the moment. Peter McGarry is second, but Jack Thorne is reeling him in. Makes you wonder what he could have done back for that pop start. McGarry getting crossed up out of turn 1. They're on the loose, they're out of turn 3, heading up towards the jump, over which there Tristan Ovenden has just come. There is Adam Mills in the Mazda RX-8. It's an unusual rallycross car, but it goes nicely. Ovenden down towards turn 7. This is the fight for second place. Peter McGarry just ahead of Jack Thorne. They break, they turn through that tight right, Lomax, then Bellaby, and then the Mazda RX-8 behind. Blue on one side, orange on the other. Paige Bellaby in the Lotus accelerates through. She's already jokered. Craig Lomax here is jokering, and he's all arms and elbows looking for traction. Bellaby goes back ahead. So Paige Bellaby retakes the place on the Joker. 6-lap race, and Tristan Ovenden on a dry road is looking unstoppable up front. Last year, bad weather really affected the Clio a bit round here, but on a day like today, he's able to put all of that power down, and he's pulling well clear. As here, Bellaby is right onto the tail of Peter McGarry now. This is for third place as they come over the jump. Again, the Lotus so light, lands nose heavy, dwarfed by the Fiesta ahead. To the loose once more, Bellaby hunting down the Fiesta of Peter McGarry, and Craig Lomax is closing in behind them. There is the orange Mazda of Adam Mills, accelerating his way out of turn 5 down towards us. He's got Paul Johnson's BMW as his next target as he comes now into the right at turn 7. Blue on one side, as I said, orange on the other. Now for the race lead, Tristan Ovenden is away and gone. He's got 9.5 seconds, give or take, in hand over Jack Thorne, but third place is up for grabs. There's the race leader, and Tristan Ovenden sets up the ex-Jamie Bird Clio for turn 7 as Bellaby clatters back onto the ground. She's on the tail of McGarry, but can't find a way past him. Tristan Ovenden this time will have to go for the Joker. He's got to be oh so careful. We've had people jokering and slithering off the road, but no dramas for Tristan Ovenden, who is going to win round 1 of the Motorsport UK Super National Rallycross Championship from Jack Thorne in second place, and Irish visitor Peter McGarry hangs on for third as he comes across the line. Paige Bellaby will be 4th, Craig Lomax for 5th, and 6th, newcomer Paul Johnson. A great start to the season for Tristan Ovenden. So Tristan Ovenden it is who wins round 1 from Jack Thorne and Peter McGarry. Paige Bellaby 4th from Craig Lomax, Paul Johnson and Jarek Sukowicki, with Adam Mills spinning at the end.
Tristan, you didn't go as well as you do on other circuits at this venue last year, but today you've absolutely smashed it and won yet again.
Yeah, I'm so pleased. No, we haven't. The best I've had here is 3rd in the last 2 years. That's the best we've managed. So it's one I've really wanted to do well at. And yeah, the weather's been great, which I think probably has helped us a little bit. But yeah, it's worked out, and I'm so pleased to win this.
So 1 round into the Motorsport UK Super National Rallycross Championship, and Tristan Ovenden leads the title race. 3 points ahead of Jack Thorne, with Peter McGarry 3rd and Paige Bellaby 4th. The next stop is going to be Liddon Hill on Easter Monday.